Hello everyone. Hope you all are doing good today and having a fine day. It's chilly now in Delhi and the days are warmer. It was a warm sunny day today. It didn't feel that chilly as usual, but as soon as the sun sets, it's really cold and of course smoggy. So today I want to talk about the contents that we see on social media and what hooked my attention. So few months ago I deactivated my Instagram account and uninstalled it. Why? Because the algorithm was getting too obvious, and second, the content that were created, it was kind of highly hypnotizing. As in the way the scenes, whatever things are shot, it's shot in such a way that any viewer gets hooked to what is being shown on the screen, and the use of certain colors like red and the artist, their makeup or their looks, like it's so emotionless, blunt, um, with such droppy eyes and a different kind of a makeup, showing too bold and yet cold, being very cool. It's good to showcase like that. It's okay, but the thing is, things get odd when these things are portrayed in a very devilish manner. You know what I mean? As in showing horns and showing certain signs of the secret society, or um, depicting certain acts. And what I personally feel is that even the movies these days, the content, they are highly sexualized. Every other movie that I see, something or the other sexual content is there, which was very rare a few years back. But since COVID and after that, it has become a trend. And I understand that Indian culture, in our Indian culture, we do celebrate the act of, like, what, it's a sacred union of man and woman and the sexual energies, and why it should be balanced and all. And then at the same time, it's considered as a taboo. But since westernization and liberalization and all, we can see that Indian culture has learned a lot from Western culture and tried to inculcate that, especially clothing, lifestyle, movie making, content creation, and so many things. It's good to be inspired, but then it's sad when you forget your roots. That's what I strongly feel. So the thing is, the content that I come across, it was it was very, it's it's made so easy that anyone can get lured into that content and would like to try it by themselves, and easily get influenced by such contents. So and one of the saddest and dangerous part of this is that young minds, really young minds, teenagers, especially young adults, they are exposed to such contents at such a young age, that these things slowly, like even before, see, it takes quite a lot of years to have a to develop a strong personality, right? So all these teenage years and young adulthood is a phase of confusion and identity seeking, and you'll be questioning who you are, what do you want to be, what sets you apart from others, what are your strengths and weaknesses, what makes you, like, what are your unique talents and things. So this is a very crucial age, and at this age, when contents like this are exposed in such an influencing way, such an exciting way, and that sparks a lot of adrenaline, dopamine. It's really really easy to get into such things, and unfortunately, kids do fall into such traps, and even before their original identity is born or formed, um, they get influenced by a random social influencer, and everybody is a copy paste of everyone, or a influencer. The real identity, the unique sets of traits are lost. Everybody follows the same trend, the same tarika, and that uniqueness is lost. So it's quite sad to witness such things, and whenever I get a chance, I do uh, talk about this to young kids, not to get influenced and to find their own unique path. And these are just ways. It's just a medium of converting data into money for so many influencers and all those people who are working behind the camera. So it's all psychologically intertwined. So now, talking about the other side, now I am active on YouTube, and um, I was quite disappointed a few months ago when, after, or which led me to deactivate Instagram. I was quite disappointed. But now on YouTube, the content that I come across, of course, it's one of the reason is my algorithm. But I have found a lot of people who upload to make others feel seen and heard, to share a space and to form a community where like-minded people come together and share their experiences and um, bonds and make it a better, safer, psychologically safer place. So uh, I seriously thought that, like, I'm a Christian, so I seriously thought that nowadays people like like I have to say this. So I have observed that before COVID, life was completely different. Like, it felt alive. People weren't that glued to social media or to mobile phones. And but during COVID, everyone was forced to uh, rely on this gadget. And even after the lockdown, even after things got back to normal, this couldn't get reversed. And it's weird. Now, conspiracy theory says that the whole COVID thing was planned and it wasn't a natural uh, pandemic, it was man made and all. Now, the opening of the last Olympic, the ending ceremony, the opening ceremony, and all, it depicted a quite devilish thing, and uh, it came up too obvious in the media that things are quite evil. So I thought that the whole world is turning into this thing, and in Hinduism, in Vedas, it said that it's Kali Yuga going on. And after witnessing such contents, I was like, okay, this is true. This is definitely true. But so I thought that people have lost their touch with God, with universe, or with goodness, godliness, and people have turned more into evil, and people are working like they are functioning on pleasure, immediate pleasure, and sexuality, and um, survival, and greed, and too much materialism that mm humanity is almost lost. That's what I felt. But witnessing the YouTube community, what I have felt is it's like like I was in the mid of a storm, and suddenly I can see uh, a slight opening in the sky, and I can see the rainbow. It's like that. Uh, there are people out there who still reads Bible, who still reads Bhagavad Gita and the Quran, and they are uploading videos and contents on that, and focusing and encouraging others to focus on the goodness, to do service for others, and to make this world a better place. That gave a lot of hope to me that maybe this is really a war going on between the good and the evil. There are certain sects of people who are trying to control the world, who are trying to monetize everything, and only a few percentage of people are getting abundance, and the rest are falling into the trap of poverty, stagnation, um, survival mode, and lack. So uh, this is really the actual war, I think, or the spiritual war, to put it in another way. So Uh, so when I watch such contents, this is what came to my mind. How the media does everything to turn you towards evil, still you choose to find your anchor in God. That's why you are the chosen one. That's why you have been tested time and again, because the challenges you are going through right now is the strength building you that the future is asking for. So it's often said or perceived, I don't know, like this is what I have heard, I don't know about you, that the good ones are always uh, tested and they always suffer, and the ones who does the bad deed, they get away from, with everything, and they will be the one enjoying their life to their fullest and not caring about their morals or anything, and the good ones suffer the most. But one hope that I strongly feel is that everything is being heard and seen, and uh, whatever that we do, that is what we get back. I don't know how much sense I might make to you, but taking the law of Newton, it says that every action has an equal and opposite reaction, right? So whatever you give, you're gonna receive back. Scientific law. So it it applies energy, like physical energy, tangible and non-tangible. So the thoughts, the action that you do, everything will be received back. So that's how I can at least prove. Uh, so don't worry. What I feel like is that don't you worry. You are seen and heard, and your struggles are recorded, and you will get it when you least expect. And that's the way the universe or God loves to surprise you. It's the time when you least expect. So just feel excited about it. My God, it's not that easy to get excited. We never know what when anyone is going through. So it's easier to give advice and blah blah blah. But only the one who goes through understands how difficult it is to at least fight back with such thoughts of hopelessness, helplessness, and feeling that worthlessness. Um, you don't even feel like getting up from the bed, or you know what should be done when you feel low. You know that okay, listen to upbeat music, or do some yoga, or move your body, or talk to your friend. You know all these stuffs, but still there will be days when you don't feel like doing, like as if you don't have 1% energy to even lift up your hand. That crazy. But somehow God lifts you up in unexpected ways. Some or the other helps come in. Some God comes in different forms, in term in the form of a cat or a dog or a delivery man or your parents, your friend, or that random call, or through songs, or through some messages, or a random video that you watch. It's crazy how God speaks to you. It's just that sorry, keep yourself open to keep yourselves open, keep your ears open, your eyes open, because you never know in which form you might be receiving, you might be getting such messages. See, ignorance in philosophy, in most of the schools of philosophy, it's said that ignorance is the what? Let me just quote. Yeah, ignorance is the root cause of suffering. That's the fundamental principle in many spiritual and philosophical traditions. Say that it's a misunderstanding of reality. So when we have this avidya or ignorance of this fuels desires, fears, and fixed identities. So such ignorance traps us uh, in meaningless, in distraction. Oh, sorry, dissatisfaction, and mm, you feel empty inside, like there's a lack of wisdom. So when there is a lack of wisdom, then that space is replaced by delusion. So delusions are irrational beliefs. So you believe that I am not worthy, that I'm not worthy enough, or I don't deserve happiness, or I don't deserve love because I'm such a bad person, and this and that. So you have certain strong beliefs which runs your life. So that's ignorance in philosophy. In philosophy, like it's the love of wisdom. It's like when you attach yourself to these ideas, it's really difficult to see something which is beyond. That is the nature of existence. It's the true existence. Like, what is true existence? If you ask me, I myself haven't gone through such a transcendental process, but this is what I have heard, and I hope someday I also experience that, experience God or the Supreme Soul. At times when I have meditated, like when I was in a long meditation, I have felt a strong sensation here, and when I like when my eyes are closed, I can see a purple sphere. It's like a sphere of gas. It's like sun. It looks like sun. It's a sphere, and it's like I say moving and glowing, but that's purple in color. And every time when I'm in deep meditation, I feel this. Now it could be just a surface level, and I don't know what's beyond. I really wish to know that. I have a lot of existential questions, but yeah. So wise men say that ignorance is the root cause of all suffering. So when you understand that all these identities, all these beliefs are not true, and this is not something, nothing is permanent, right? Change is inevitable. So just like that, yourself is also changing. It keeps evolving. Changing doesn't mean that, oh my god, today you were this person and tomorrow you are suddenly changing your personality and being rude or whatever, something negative. No. So when you change, it means that you are evolving, you're becoming better and better and better. Just like coal, when coal is put under pressure, it turns into a diamond. So that's the exact process that's happening with every one of us. So believe in that, and let see, all thoughts, they are just like कैसे बताऊं? For example, consider that you are a mobile phone and you have turned on your Bluetooth, and when you turn it on, you can see the available devices that can be connected, right? So when you pair with it, it becomes a part of you, but when you unpair it, the connection is lost. Just like that, when you connect with a thought, when you believe that it's true, it becomes a part of you. But the moment you decide, or the moment you become aware that, oh my god, this is not a part of me and I don't like it, it's not working for me, and you unpair it, it's not a part of you, and there are so many other thoughts available. So you have the power to choose which connection or which thought to connect, or which belief to connect, not belief, which thought to connect. And that pairing is belief. When you believe, it becomes a part of you and it runs, and it goes 2 ways, 3 ways, blah 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 ways. So it's crazy, right? It's crazy. So you have that power, my dear. You have the power. You have ultimate, craziest, majestic power in you. You just need to be aware that why the fuck should this particular thought ruin my life? It is not serving me well. It is in fact ruining me. I don't like this. This is not what I like. I'm gonna change it. See, mind is crazy. Okay, not me. Brain is crazy. So when you say like this, why I am such an unlucky girl, your brain will. This is like something you type on Google. Why am I such an unlucky girl? The moment you click enter, what does Google do? It will bring all the information related to what you have typed, right? Just like that, your brain brings all the memories that have made you feel unlucky. Now backspace and type why am I so loved? Enter. The brain will bring all the evidences, all the memories where you have felt loved. Now I can understand, I have been through this, so I know at first you will feel resistant to even accept. Okay, no. I am used to very much comfortable in being self sabotaged, self ruminating in a loop of negative thoughts and self pitying that is so habitual that I don't want to look at the positive side because this has become so comfortable and so this has become my comfort zone. I don't want to think out of it. So it's your choice. It always comes to what you choose with every moment in life, in every decision you make. It's always what you choose. What kind of thought do you choose today? What kind of decision do you wish to make? Do you want to stuck? Do you want to stay stuck or do you want to grow? That is the first question that you have to answer. Do you want to stay stuck like this 5 years from now? Because what we do each and every day is actually determining our future, our next year or the next 5 years, right? So if you are choosing to stay in your comfort zone, then ask this question: do I want to be like this in the next 5 years? This is how I see it. Because if I am going to go like this, I'll be the same. It's 2026, right? So in 2031 I'll also stay the same. I'll be the same. Do you want to be like that or not? Scary, isn't it? So when this, see, fear is important, anxiety is important, feeling helpless, that is also important, stress is important. These emotions are highly important, and because of these emotions we as a species or every other species has existed, because we have this thing, self preservation, and these emotions are there to keep us safe, to identify the threats, be aware of them, and learn to how to keep ourselves safe, right? So having that fear is important because such moments could be the turning point in our lives. So what do you choose today? Do you choose goodness or do you choose evil? Do you choose to watch that sexy turning on video or content, or do you want to choose your spiritual book or your favorite hobby, or do you want to choose that cool hot influencer, or do you want to choose yourself, your true self? Do you choose the evil or do you choose the God? What do you want to be? Who do you want to be? How do you see yourself in next 5 years? Please do not think of hi-fi uh, dreams, okay? No. I mean, people do say that, dreams are achievable. You can be a millionaire, can five this much like 5 crore ka ghar, house or इतना cool car or a hot sexy life partner and all. I'm not saying about that. In next 5 years, who will you be as a person, as a personality? What will be your values? How will you behave? How will you be treating yourself? How will you be treating others in your life in the next 5 years? How is that gonna make you a different person from others? How are others gonna remember you? In what way? So, in this world of constant distractions, who is your anchor? So, yeah, though I am choosing God, I am choosing universe over distractions. I have this crazy feeling of finding my life partner. And whenever I come across couples on social media, I do feel that void that, oh my God, I haven't found him yet. Or I feel so confused. But then it's so easy to, because we have so many options. We have dating apps, we have flirting, we have so much of options to try, because this comes from a state of desperation. Oh my God, I need one. No, I choose God. I choose God. I trust in the timing. When things are right, when what's meant to happen will happen. And if at all there is one, well and good. If there is none, that is also fine. First priority is the self love. If I can't love myself, I can't love another person. This is a test. This is actually a test. Whom do I choose? Am I choosing someone else over me? Then I'm losing myself. So today I choose myself over anyone else. Today I choose patience rather than patience over desperation, etc., etc., etc. So, wishing you synchronicities and wishing you strength and serenity, wishing you a beautiful phase of life where you discover yourself, where you fall in love with exploring and understanding who you are. Because trust me, it's a very beautiful. I mean, it's painful, but there is beauty in pain. So it's a beautiful process. It hurts a lot. It hurts. I know that, but it's worth it. So sending you positive vibes and take care till then. See you in the next video. Bye bye.